It's your daily tea. It's your daily tea. It's your daily tea with B. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Memorial Day. Happy New Moon in Gemini. Happy almost out of retrograde. Because, yeah, let's get it on. Let's get out of this retrograde season. But then we still got the post-shadow period, so be careful. Let's see what the energy is for today. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, enjoying your day off. So let's see what is the energy for, what's today? May 30th. For the new moon in Gemini. What can we expect? How is this new moon in Gemini going to resonate with us? What are the themes for today and for the week ahead? What are the themes? Toro. We got Taurus. What are the themes with... Whoa, hold on. Let's see, what are the themes? Wait, y'all, hold on. I'm not ready. Okay, fine. This came out first, and it came back out. All right, so what other things do we have for the... All right. They're being a little bit aggressive today, so just bear with us here. All right. So first things first, you could have Taurus placements. You could have Aries or Scorpio placements with the Mars. You could have Capricorn or possibly Aquarius placements with the Saturn card. And then we have North Node. So with the Taurus energy, these are the main themes that are coming out for today. With Taurus, that's all about pleasure. That's about finances. That's about self-worth. That's about stability. What is dependable, loyal, patient. And then we have Mars, which is about action. So Mars is in Aries right now. So there's a bit of a contrast here of the Taurus, which is the slow progression of things. And then we have Aries, which is very fast paced and wanting to move forward. And then we have North Node. The North Node is actually in Taurus right now. So we are moving forward. This new moon, I feel like, is going to be a good one to manifest things surrounding your stability and just really exploring all your options when it comes down to what does stability look like and feel like to you. Where can you attract more financial freedom in your life? More things that make you feel good, things that are satisfying, generators to look at, to own. What makes you feel excited? And I think that is where we are heading here. But then we have Saturn, which is all about wisdom. It's about hard work. It's about discipline. So I think Mars and Saturn are kind of at war here today and with this new moon energy, because Mars, and I think, so Saturn is exalted in Libra, but it's in... I can't remember if it's in fall or detriment in Aries. I have my Saturn in Aries because Saturn is all about, okay, if you want something, you have to work hard for it. You have to do it the right way. You have to take your time. You have to be disciplined. You have to put in that work. Mars doesn't care about all that. Mars is like, I just want it now. I want to go get it. I'm going to go do it. I don't care about the rules, the regulations. Saturn is about rules. So there is kind of this conflict here with where we know what we want. We have the passion, we have the drive, but then there's some difficulties with actually maintaining it, putting in the hard work for it, doing things to really work on the foundations and the structures. So that's something that's a little conflicting here. What else can we know about Saturn for today? Can you tell us more about Saturn? Ascendant. Another perspective I'm getting on that, because ascendant is outlook. So for some of us, we're looking at things as them being harder than they need to be, is what I'm getting here. Because outlook, it says outlook, worldview, expression, point of view, body image, likeness, approach, impact, first impressions. So for some of us, it all has to do with our outlook on how we see a situation. If we see a situation as restrictive, impossible to get through, we're not using this Gemini energy effectively. Where Gemini is all about exploring all the possibilities. It's about thinking about endless ways of pursuing a problem, things are not just one point of view, one track minded. So this could be a good day or a good time period for you to ask questions. Ask people, hey, how did you overcome this obstacle? What did you do to get to this point? How would you approach this? Look for other points of views, because then it will not kill your excitement for something. It won't kill your joy, your passion, your energy if you're looking at it as like, OMG, there's so many limitations here. Well, in some things, there are ways to find shortcuts, even though Saturn doesn't really do well with shortcuts, but ways to gain wisdom on multiple viewpoints on how to approach your situation and still get the same outcome. So it's like you have to find this middle ground between being very impulsive, rushing, jumping into things, taking action, and then letting things be too restrictive for you and not enough drive, not enough passion, killing the joy of it all. So now let's see what else we have here. What other themes are going to be prominent for today with this energy? What else do we need to know with what we need to focus on? With Taurus, North Node, Mars, Saturn. What we need to focus on? Okay, I don't think that meant to come out. All right. What do we need to focus on? All right, so we have family or family issues. We have move on. We have there's someone better. We have death or rebirth. I'll show you guys these cards in a minute. We have crying or release. I want to clarify. Can we clarify the move on? Can we clarify move on? So for some of you, other things to focus on or what you can expect is, and I was kind of telling this to my Patreon the other day, or yesterday rather, about Gemini and people's true intentions coming to light and who they've always been. But I think that there is a potential, like there'll be like one last little test to see. It's kind of like counterintuitive of my last video that I did about reconciliation. But for some of you, there's going to be a test of a reconciliation to see if you're really ready to kind of move on from this here. You have reconcile. This can be with a family member who is unhealthy, toxic, not good for you. Reconcile, you have not worth it. You have move on. You have there's someone better. And then you have meant to be. So it could be that there's somebody better that you are meant to be with, and the reconciliation itself is not worth it. So we're kind of focusing on the future and moving forward, and not keep getting pulled back into the past with these exes or these people that are not fruitful for our future. So I think there's going to be like one last little test to see if you are going to kind of slip back into old habits here, or if you're going to go through the process. You're going to go through the process of releasing, letting things end, letting go of the family member, letting go of the friends, the exes, whoever, and then moving forward with your life and figuring out, okay, we're going into this North Node energy. This is about the new. This is where it's uncomfortable. If you're very comfortable going back to the past, going back to what's familiar with you, then you'll never fully be able to healing. You'll never fully be able to grow. And you're going to keep running into these harsh Saturn type lessons, very karmic, ruthless lessons of not letting the past continue to hold you back. So there's going to be some tests here to see, okay, are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to move on? Can you move on? Can you find the strength to keep your eyes facing forward and not always wonder, what if and what's back there and what if I miss out on this and that. You're not going to miss out on anything in your life that's meant for you. Okay, so what else do we have? What's the advice for today? What's the advice for today for everyone? The Tower. What's the advice for today for the Tower? Tell me more about the Tower. What are we letting go of? What are we destroying? What are we burning to the ground? Yes, the Tower, so we can manifest. We are removing our own limitations here. We're removing all these blockages. We're making a drastic change. Eight of Pentacles, this has been coming out a lot, so we can focus and do the work we need to do. Tell me more for the Tower and the Magician. I haven't seen the Magician card come out in a while. The Eight of Wands, so we can move forward in our lives. I think some of the restrictions that we're facing are our own self-restrictions. The Emperor, I like that. Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. So we're really taking advantage of the opportunity to break out of our own limiting beliefs, change our own mindsets. These cards right here tell a very vivid story, a very direct story. The North Node is in Taurus. This is where we're going. We're going to a place that is stable. It has structure. It's fulfilling. It's comfortable. It doesn't deal with chaos, drama, extremes. That's all Scorpio. South Node, that's in the past. Those are things that are going to hold us back. We're moving to a very strong, self-sufficient place that we are excited about with this Mars card here. But our outlook on life, our outlook on our circumstances, especially if you have like a Capricorn or Aquarius rising, may be one of which things always feel hard for you, always feel unfair, always feel difficult. And we have to change that mindset that things don't work for us. We have to change that mindset. We have to kill the narratives that tell you, I'll never get out of my situation. Things always fail. I always fail. I don't have success. I can't do this. I can't do that. Remove it from your vocabulary. It's gone. Remove, I can't. Remove, I won't. Remove, I don't know how. If you don't know how, Gemini energy is there to help you. You ask questions. You get curious. You do your research. You find another way out. There is not only one way in, and there is not only one way out. So this outlook on life, that everything is just difficult, that everything is not attainable to you, that you cannot get yourself out of a situation, that's your own belief. That'll keep you stuck. That will prevent you from manifesting anything because you think you can't have it. So the power of manifestation first starts with your belief system. What do you believe is possible for yourself? When things come to you, do you just believe that it's too good to be true? You don't even get curious. You don't explore it. And you leave it there. That's what we're destroying. All those are the things that make the manifestations blocked. You're like, I can't manifest. Well, it's probably something with your belief system that's off that you need to correct. And today's the day to do it. And get curious and observe yourself and say, what things do I tell myself often? Do I tell myself that I am powerless? Do I tell myself that I can't have or obtain the things that I want? That I can't focus? Whatever you tell yourself becomes your reality. That becomes something that you live by. Aries energy here. Aries energy is very strong with the Tower. And then we have Virgo, Gemini right here with the Magician. But taking back control of your own thoughts and what's possible for you will cause you to actually be able to move forward. Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords reverse. You're getting out of your head. You're getting out of your own mindset, your outlook, your perception of the world is what makes things possible or impossible. Once you change your perception, everything is going to change. And that's not something that's easy, but that's something you're going to have to really focus in on what's true. For some of us, we've just developed these truths, like that's opposite of Gemini, these truths that are only true to us. But more than one truth exists. And today, it's important that you explore all of the different types of truths that exist in the world, all the different types of perspectives. Where you look at something as being incredibly difficult and hard, somebody else may see that as being something very easy to overcome, and they know how to do it. You just have to be open-minded and figure out, okay, let's see if I can have another perspective on this scenario, on this problem. Because some things are not always problems. They just require a bit more hard work to get through. They require a bit more thinking and navigating and being strategic. So that's what we have for you guys today. Gemini, new moon energy, getting curious about how to solve our problems, getting curious about how to change our mindsets, and where our mindsets are too rigid, they're too fixed, they're not expansive enough, they are limiting. We don't see things from more than our perspective. We don't look at problems from outside of ourselves. And that's something that we need to okay. Mirror, as within, so without. Have compassion for yourself and others. Everything is a reflection. When we change, everything changes. And that's on what? That's on big period. That's what I just said. When you change your perspective, everything changes. Everything is a mirror. What you think about yourself, how you feel about you, your life, your perception, that's how you see the world. So you have to focus on your rising sign. Look at your rising sign, the way you see things. For example, if you're the Capricorn rising or Aquarius rising, you may think that way, where things are very rigid, things are hard, always difficult for you. If you're like a Sagittarius rising, you may look at life as just being this big ball of fun and optimistic about everything and very open-minded in certain ways. Gemini rising too. Virgo rising, you may be very critical, may be very self-aware of what's going on in the world. Scorpio rising may be very suspicious, very paranoid about your approach to the world views, and not very trusting, very reserved. So there's more than just your view. So get out of your own bubble, step outside of yourself, and explore the different points of views, okay? So thank you guys for watching the Daily Tea with B. This was a little bit longer because this is for Gemini, new moon, and then kind of the week ahead. So thank you all, and let me know what you thought about this reading. I am at Tarot by Bronx.